All right, everybody, we're going to start working on fragments, sentence fragments, and run-on sentences. You are going to need your lesson 2 notes that look like this. You can't see it, sorry. So we're going to start with the PowerPoint today, and I'm going to be filling out my note page that says sentence structure as we go through the PowerPoint. All right. So the first thing you're going to see is your box where it's got the little chain link and it says subject and predicate. You're going to see a box with a bunch of lines. Well, a complete sentence contains at least one subject and one predicate. You need to write that in this box. I will have an example for you when we're done. Good job. And this is what it looks like. There's your subject. The subject, remember, is the who or what of a sentence. And then you have your predicate. And the predicate tells what the subject is or does. Remember, we talked about this in the last lesson. So let's look at this example. Kira, who is my subject, what does she do? She writes short stories. Could you please tell her I'm recording? Sentence fragments, and you're going to see that it has a no fragments. Sentence fragments are incomplete thoughts that are missing a subject, predicate, or both. Now we have this chain link fence that's been broken, and we have our subject and then our predicate. My best friend. Well, that's the subject, but we have a sentence fragment here. It's not telling me anything that is complete. Oh, but then I have this other second sentence that says runs around the block. Okay, how do I fix that? Well, we're going to talk about how to correct fragments. First things first, you're going to add whatever is missing, the subject or the predicate. This one, our sentence on the last page was missing the predicate. My new dog. Okay, well, what about the dog? My new dog is cute. That's much better. Missing subject. Scare me. Well, what scares you? Loud noises scare me. Good. Secondly, we're going to add the fragment to a related sentence that is nearby. So you're going to look at your two sentences and look and see what you could add together. I forgot to study on the night before my big science test. Okay. Well, let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, we're going to combine them in one sentence. I forgot to study on the night before my big science test. Well, that makes sense. Run-on sentences. Now we're looking at the part here where it's got the big no sign and it says no run-ons. You have the link where it says subject, predicate, subject, predicate. Well, a run-on sentence contains multiple sentences that are joined together without the proper punctuation. See how we have a subject, a predicate, subject, predicate? Luis writes songs, her brother plays them on his guitar. Mrs. Arnold, I think there are two separate thoughts here. What do you think? I agree. So now let's figure out how to correct this. Break it into separate sentences. Interesting. Louisa writes songs, her brother plays them on the guitar. Where would we stop? Will we stop here? No. Here? Maybe. Well, let's find out. Louisa writes songs, period. Her capital letter. Her brother plays them on his guitar. Excellent. Then we're going to add those coordinating conjunctions. We learned those a little bit ago, and they're called fanboys. The for, and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. Louisa writes songs, her brother plays them on his guitar. Could we add a fanboy to this? I agree. Louisa writes songs and her brother plays them on the guitar. Then the third part is we're going to add a semicolon. And I want you to make sure that you know what a semicolon looks like. It's this right here. Add that to your notes. Louisa writes songs. She writes a new song every day. That's an okay sentence. It's a little lengthy and a little run-on. Well, let's find out how we can fix it. Louisa writes songs. Oh, semicolon. She writes a new song every day. Oh, I like that. That's interesting. All right. So now we're going to go to IPVO here. Let's look at this. Mrs. Arnold took these notes while she was doing this too. We're going to make this, I'm going to try to make it a little darker, just so you can see a little better. Remember, you can stop and pause. So, for sentence structure, we have our subject and our predicate. And this was the box I was telling you about during the PowerPoint. A subject must contain at least one, a sentence must contain, at least one subject and one predicate. Here's no fragments, so you can't break them up. Fragments are incomplete thoughts that are missing a subject, predicate, or both. How to correct sentence fragments? Well, you add whatever is missing, whether it's the subject or the predicate. You're going to add the fragment to a related sentence that is nearby. And then we have run-ons, where it's just subject and predicate, subject and predicate. The who and what they're doing, who, what they're doing. Run-ons are multiple sentences that are joined together without the proper punctuation. So let's look at this. How do we correct this? Well, we break it up into separate sentences. Sometimes you might have to. You can add a coordinating conjunction, your for, and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. And then add a semicolon. And right here is that semicolon. All right. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to use this page here. And if you have to stop now and you kind of fill in your blanks, go ahead. When you're done, you're going to take that and and it even helps you up here. You're going to fill in the practice page, and then you're going to continue on to this page. And if you have any questions, have mom or dad get a hold of me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.